something rather special. The Old Firm derby, wonderful to watch. This showdown will be watched, indeed, by millions of people in almost 120 countries around the globe. Such is the magnitude of this match. It's one of the biggest fixtures in world football. It's always a momentous occasion when these two meet, but today, of course, there's a tantalising twist in the tale. Victory for Rangers would clinch the championship, and on the ground of their fierce rivals. For Celtic fans, Rangers reclaiming the title would be bad enough, but to do it here, we're talking worst nightmares. But how the blue side of Glasgow would relish the moment if it does happen. It could be a derby day that will be talked about forever. Prepare yourself for Britain's biggest club match at Britain's biggest club ground. The lucky 60,000 inside Celtic Park at their loudest and proudest. Listen to the noise, feel the tension, and experience the passion of Old Firm Derby Day. It's Celtic against Rangers. No point getting comfortable in your seat, by the way. You'll only be using the edge of it. In 1967, Rangers drew with Celtic at Ibrox, a result that meant Celtic clinched the title. 32 years on, is it payback time? And a free kick for Celtic will be fouled by Rayner on Weghorst.
Yeah, there'll be a few fiercely contested tussles early on, and I think it's important that Hugh Dallas, the best referee we have in this country, stamps his authority, and I think that's an indication that he's likely to do that.
Stefan Mahi taking on Perini. Mario Rayner there as well. Still Mahi. Obstruction on Van Bronckhorst by Weghorst.
I don't think it'll be long before Hugh Dallas will produce a yellow card. I think they'll want to give an early message to the players here tonight. There's only so much he's going to let them away with.
It's going to be fast, fierce, but fascinating. Mahi. Kaduka. Up towards Bratman. Vidmar was impeded by Viduka. Viduka and Vidmar opponents today, but teammates at international level with Australia. Alberts making excellent progress. Here's McCann, and he's tried to pick out Wallace. Oh, and it cannoned off Ononi. And back into the hands of Kerr.
Yeah, Stefan Mahi does superbly well here. Neil McCann skins Rico Ononi here. Takes him on the outside. And look at Mahi, the outstretched leg. Rod Wallace had a tap in otherwise.
Not surprisingly, whilst we were watching that replay, the ball quickly went from one end to the other. And now Sergio Perini has conceded a Celtic corner. It's a bit like that in the Old Firm games. Stefan Klos, who hasn't looked at his most comfortable on crosses, as the likes of Stubbs to contend with here. Weghorst in the end saw his corner cleared by Amato. Weghorst with a real high hanging cross. Cross managed to punch it clear. And a free kick now going to Rangers. Lambert penalised. For Joe Venglos, unbeaten against Rangers this season. It's 11 years since Celtic managed to go through a campaign without losing to their arch rivals in the league. A Dutchman won the title last season, of course. That was Wim Jansen with Celtic, and Dick Advocaat follows suit with Rangers.
Well, he's been under real pressure. If you spend £36 million to win the Scottish Championship and you come up short, you're going to take some stick in this town, I'll tell you. And he must have been feeling the pressure in recent weeks.
He's a real no-nonsense character, and he's watching a real no-nonsense contest. And Bronkhorst to take this Rangers free kick. Hendry yet to score for Rangers. This will be a heck of a time. In from Van Bronckhorst, but that will drift away. Stuart Kerr called upon for the last 3 games because of an injury to Jonathan Gould. Nudged on by Larson. Reina. Amato, who scored 1 and set up the other for Rangers in the New Year Old Firm game. Wallace. Stubbs goes with him. Perini's long throw. Perini again. Ball won back fairly. Larson unable to make much progress. McCann. Stubbs being watched by the Aston Villa manager John Gregory today. Celtic rejected a Villa bid earlier in the season. Brack back now. Is he barged out of the way? He was by Amoruso, and it's a free kick to Celtic.
Yeah, it's a rash challenge. It's needless as well.
Plenty of big men in the box for Henrik Larsson to aim for. The likes of Viduka and Weghorst and Brackback and Stubbs. It's towards the far stick. Just flicked away by Van Bronckhorst. A Celtic throw. And that's an easy catch for Stefan Klos. It's the usual frantic fare so far. Magnificent to watch. What's it like to play in?
I'll tell you what, it's almost impossible to describe, Ian, and you never become immune to this fixture or this atmosphere. It really is special, and even driving through the town tonight, you knew there was something special on. And once again, Dick Advocaat has foxed us all by playing Neil McCann through the middle. For a man who normally relies so much on natural width, he's sacrificed it completely tonight with Neil McCann playing through the middle, and of course the absence of the Andrei Kanchelskis because of a virus totally changed Rangers' side this evening.
Mistake by a reset though. Has given Rangers possession with Perini. Hendry, magnificent for Scotland in Germany in midweek. McCann. The Celtic fans near him cried handball. McCann's got away. And he gets there. Alan Stubbs. Interception from Hendry. Claudio Reyna, Captain America, skipper of the USA. Free kick to Rangers. Weghorst that time doing the impeding. Rangers seeking their 100th league victory over Celtic today. If they get it, they are champions. McCann's header will drop behind for a goal kick. In the previous 3 Old Firm meetings this season, we've had 2 draws and a rather famous Celtic victory by 5 goals to 1. A result that would have hurt Dick Advocaat. Certainly hurt a few Rangers fans. Marky finally realised it was coming through to him. Enrico Annoni. was rather aimless from the Italian, although Bratback's trying to make the best of a bad job. Away by Amoruso.
It's not a bad area to hit, though, when you have somebody with Bratback's pace. It does get defenders turning that kind of ball.
Paducah. Weghorst trying to escape the crowd of Rangers players around him. Stubbs. Scott Marshall. That's a peach of a pass that Larsson can sneak in. Vidmar just did enough and is assisted by Van Bronckhorst, who takes the direct route up to Neil McCann. And Anoni is alert to his presence.
Yeah, Rico Anoni seems to have been given the marking job on Neil McCann. And given McCann's form recently, it's going to be a demanding night for him. But he is very good at the man marking job. And clearly, he's done it many a time in Italy.
Celtic's 5-1 win here in November. It's their biggest victory over Rangers for 33 years. Tony Vidmar missed last week's game against Aberdeen with a leg injury. Van Bronckhorst slides it through here to Rod Wallace, and it's in from McCann, and Rangers have the lead. And are they edging towards the title? Neil McCann is buried underneath his celebrating teammates.
Yeah, it all came from a good early ball from George Alberts to release Giovanni Van Bronckhorst here on the left. Rod Wallace wanted it in behind and got it, and nobody picked up Neil McCann at the front post. And although he's stretching, it's well controlled. All he's trying to do is get it on target, and nobody picked up McCann's run to the front post there. A well-worked move by Rangers, and a good finish from Neil McCann, who looks as sharp as a tack tonight.
Rangers draw first blood. Vidmar. McCann and Marshall on the chase for this, and it's a free kick to Rangers. Marshall fended him off unfairly. Here Rayner will take this free kick, and Celtic on the rack a little bit here. Already a goal down and having to contend with this. Although, to be fair, it wasn't much to contend with in the end. Another free kick going Rangers' way.
Yeah, Harold Bratback just getting a bit carried away in the early part of the match here. Rod Wallace just fending him off. And the arm goes over the neck of Rod Wallace.
Reset. How will Celtic, severely depleted Celtic, respond to that Neil McCann goal? Here he is again, McCann. Now Wallace. It's going to be another Rangers free kick.
Yeah, Celtic just losing their discipline here, and this will be a yellow card for dissent. And I don't think it's for the challenge, I think it's for the mouthing afterwards.
Well, he got sent off in one of the Old Firm games last season. Definite dissent from Mahi. First yellow card of the game. There's a chance there might be some more. Lambert is now getting spoken to as well. He was also leading the Celtic protests in a rather fierce manner. Alberts lining this one up. Stuart Kerr knows what is coming. In fact, he doesn't, because Alberts fooled everyone, including perhaps his own teammates, and I'm sure that worked on the training ground in midweek.
Well, you wouldn't be surprised to see George Albertz trying his luck from that distance. He's trying to knock it into Matteo's feet, but Scott Marshall did a good job in picking him up.
This time, it goes Celtic's way for Albert's challenge. Stubbs. Viduka chasing this, but Russo favourite to get there first. Hands on to it grimly. Good recovering challenge from Viduka. Goal by Neil McCann, the 116th Rangers have scored in all competitions this season. Only one club in Britain has managed more. Manchester United with 119. Albertz. Slipping it through here to Tony Vidmar. Celtic stretched again. Vidmar. Oh, it's eluded everyone.
Oh, what a chance, Rangers getting to the byline again. And it was Vidar Reset that was caught with the ball inside them there.
Viduka. Albertz. Albert's challenge. Viduka. There's a bit of space for Reset. Can he exploit it? Mahi. Mahi. He's inside Perini. Stefan Mahi. And Klos just got his fingertips to that. It looked for a moment like it might sneak through.
Yeah, he did well to work the space. He just wrong foots Perini here, but he's coming onto his weaker right side. And it's not, in all honesty, an effort that was going to beat Stefan Klos.
Here's Mr. Versatile, Vidar Reset. Played in every position, bar keeper in his career. Wouldn't be surprised if that happened one day. Larsson. Back the only man in the middle at the moment. Viduka, and here's Weghorst! Oh! A matter of an inch, perhaps.
Well, he timed his forward run to perfection here. And he's in behind Tony Vidmar. Stefan Klos closes him down quickly, but he has to hit the target there. He has to at least Stefan Klos make a save, and he's dragged it wide. But more encouraging from Celtic, both in the chance that Stefan Mai had a moment ago, and now Morten Weghorst.
Mahi's header. Lovely touch that from McCann. It's released. Rod Wallace. Amato and McCann in the middle. Here's McCann again. Goal kick, and only just doing enough to put him off.
It's a great front post run again though from Neil McCann. As the ball comes in, he's stolen a yard on Rico Annoni, and although he doesn't get it on target, he's under pressure from the Italian. It's another terrific run by Neil McCann. Well, the goal, Rod Wallace wasn't picked up first of all, and more importantly, nobody near Neil McCann as he tapped it into the net. And that will be the annoying thing for Joseph Venglos, that nobody was tight on him. He was never put under pressure.
George Albertz. Giovanni van Bronckhorst. That McCann goal, only the 8th Celtic have conceded at home in the league this season. Larsson. Reset. Viduka. Tussling and tangling with Amoruso again. And Viduka's won that particular duel. He then had to step past Vidmar. He couldn't quite manage. 100 miles per hour. Weghorst. A little too much on it for Mahi, but he will get there. Not to any great effect, though.
Yeah, Martin Weghorst just asking too much of his wing back there.
The side flag immediately went up.
I will be disappointed in the manner the goal was lost. Nobody picked up Rod Wallace. I know McCann was unchallenged when he finished it off.
Stubbs' free kick, powerfully met by Amoruso. These two meeting at the start of May, as they will at the end of May in the Scottish Cup final at Hampden Park. Bradback. Mahi. Viduka. Free kick, and it's going to be a card for Amoruso, is it? No, it's... might be a little warning, maybe. Well, he wasn't shown a card that time, but the offence would have been noted. Larsson's free kick! Bradback was the nearest man to it, but it was headed away by Hendrick. Anoni. Lambert. Marshall. Reset. And Reset has got away from Van Bronckhorst, and he's delivered a decent cross. Stubbs is in there! Oh. Straight into the rather grateful gloves of Klos.
Yeah, he had Marco Viduka at the back post. Reset does well to get away from Van Bronckhorst, a good deep cross. And look at Viduka at the back post, completely unmarked. And Stubbs just couldn't find the angle to put him in. Stefan Klos under no real pressure there, but Marco Viduka knew that had it been squared to him, it would have been an easy chance.
Alberts. Marshall. His brother Gordon plays in goal for Kilmarnock, of course. Reset. Viduka could latch onto this. And Amoruso sent it out for the throw.
Yeah, he did very well, not for the first time in the game either. And he's the wrong side of Viduka initially, but he manages to get goal side eventually and does enough.
Stubbs, recently returned from a bad ankle injury. Mahi back from injury himself. Bradback. Weghorst. Bradback. Stepping his way through, Harold Bradback. Perhaps trying to be a little too ambitious. McCann, such a live wire. Magnificent efforts appreciated by the Rangers fans. Alberts broke his toe a couple of weeks ago, but you have to have more than a broken toe to miss out on a game like this. Never a quiet moment on the touchline when Dick Advocat is around. There's clearance, goes straight to Perini. Reina. Now Reset. Celtic fans trying to urge their team on. Larsson. Viduka putting himself about. Larsson. That was a little awkward, but Stubbs will get there. Morten Weghorst. Now Mahi. Viduka is shaken off. Amoruso, lovely touch to Mahi, and the flag is up for a free kick. The flag went up.
Well, the flag went up early, I thought, for offside here, and it is offside, I think. Good reverse ball here from Marco Viduka. And it's very, very tight, very tight. Tony Vidmar may have been level with him. I think he's fractionally offside.
You really can't take your eyes off this one for a second. Rangers champions 47 times, Celtic 36. Hendry's header, Kloss is going to have to come out, and he does.
Yeah, he's always quick enough off his line, Stefan Kloss. Plays more or less as a sweeper at times.
Wallace just overran it, and that allowed Marshall to make the challenge. Van Bronckhorst steamed in, mind you. Vidmar deciding on a change of scenery. Out he goes to the right, and Perini. Amato. Weghorst getting stuck into him. And the outcome of that little skirmish is a Rangers free kick.
Yeah, you just don't get this kind of time on the ball in this particular match. Gabriel Amato was dwelling on it. It's caught late there by Rico Annoni, but I think at times he is wanting too much time on the ball.
Amato, a big favourite with the Rangers fans. Not a big favourite with the manager, though. He's been a bit part player, really, this season. Claudio Reyna. He gets his cross in. It's Vidmar rising. Put away by Stefan Mahi. Larsson. Vidar Riseth. A late challenge then by Vidmar on Riseth is going to bring a card.
Yeah, and he's unhappy about it, but he certainly did catch Vidar Riseth late here as he switched the play from one side of the pitch to the other.
Two bodies sprawled out, pretty normal really for this game.
Well, every 50-50 is so fiercely contested, and so far I think Hugh Dallas has handled it all superbly well.
Confirmation of Tony Vidmar's yellow card, joining Stefan Mahi in Hugh Dallas's notebook of naughty names. Here is Mahi. Foul by McCann.
Well, Stefan Mahi has to calm down here, and more often than not it's his mouth that gets him into bother.
He's off. It's Mahi, I think, for his retaliation then and his dissent. So Celtic are down to 10 men. Oh, it's Stefan Kloss, and here's Riseth. The initial header from Stubbs saved by the keeper and then scrambled behind.
Oh, it's the chance for Riseth though. That was the real chance. Kloss did well to get across to Stubbs' header. Golden chance for Riseth as it breaks to him though. Kloss under pressure, and he snatched at it and took his eye off it.
Well, this is a game that always lives up to its billing. Extraordinary excitement. 10 men Celtic, trailing Rangers.
It's a rewrite of the script 20 years ago, Ian, when Celtic clinched the title here with 10 men against Rangers. I wouldn't bet at the moment on history rewriting itself.
You played in that game, in that 4-2 win. Did you have a good game?
Of course I did. That was silly.
Neil McCann picked up a yellow card as a result of his challenge on Mahi, who also got a yellow card, but it was his second of the game, and that, as we all know, equals red. quiet evening for Hugh then?
I think it's a harsh sending off, but I think Stefan Mai should have known better to get involved in the first place.
McCann. It drops here for Harold Brattbakk. Larsson. Cut out by Amoruso. Well, it's been remarkable stuff so far, and it promises to get even more fiery. Celtic, a goal down and a man down.
So far they haven't pulled either of the front two off the front to step back. I thought they would have pulled Viduka back and left Brattbakk up, or vice versa, but so far the two of them are still pushing on to Lorenzo Amoruso and Colin Henry.
Marshall. Riise. Comes back to Scott Marshall. Riise flicked it on. And Viduka thought he was given a little shove then from Amoruso. Hugh Dallas didn't think the same way.
He's been so tight on him from the word go. He's handled Viduka very well tonight, Amoruso.
Bit of a battle of the heavyweights. Perini. Brattbakk fouled in then. Inside the last 10 minutes of the first half. Can't believe it's gone that quickly, actually. Maybe I should be used to it by now. Vidmar. Alberts. Amato takes it over. He was about to have a go. Alberts might be able to have a go. Good intervention from Riise. Riise smuggled it through to Larsson. Looking for Brattbakk. It's going to drift away though.
Yeah, Brattbakk had made a good run, but he just got the angle of the delivery wrong. This was the moment that mattered. Rod Wallace not picked up. Neil McCann attacks the front post, and Rico Annoni can't get to him.
Perini up towards Claudio Reyna, but Annoni came across, made it his. Couldn't keep it in though.
I just wonder how much longer Celtic can play at this pace with only 10 men. And Rangers will sit in now and pace themselves, and they're always liable to hit Celtic on the break should Celtic continue to commit so many players forward.
Well, in the 5-1 Celtic victory here in November, Rangers had a player sent off in the first half, Scott Wilson. This time around, it's happened to Celtic, with Stefan Mahi ordered off. 2 yellow cards, both for dissent, and that really, when you're playing professionally at this level, is ridiculous.
Yeah, Sergio Perini was just away there from Morten Vekost, and late challenge from Vekost.
Van Bronckhorst with the free kick, and a penalty has been given, I think. Vidmar went down, Riise's challenge on him, and a penalty. There's some confusion as to what is happening here.
Yeah, it's whipped into the back post. You can see Riise his arms round Tony Vidmar there. I don't think he needed a lot of encouragement to go down, but the hands round the waist there. goes down. But you can't question Hugh Dallas's courage in giving the decision.
It's a penalty to Rangers, and that means George Albertz. Up steps the hammer, but he doesn't hammer it. He's side-footed into the corner, and Rangers are closing in on the new Scottish Premier League trophy.
Yeah, the perfect penalty there from George Albertz. Didn't go for power, went for precision this time, and just knocked it inside the left-hand post. Fine penalty. Stuart Kerr guessing the wrong way. Good penalty from Albertz.
Rangers are heading towards the championship here, but remarkably, that might not make the headlines. Perhaps sadly, more than remarkably. Here's Scott Marshall. Reset. McCann. Reset. And Bratback caught Amoruso then. Stubbs. Away by Amoruso. Marshall. Weghorst. That was a handball by Rod Wallace.
Celtic need one before half-time if they're to have any chance at all.
Larsson's free kick. Amoruso made contact with that, and it was nodded behind by Morten Weghorst.
Yeah, once again Amoruso was so tight on Viduka. We've seen Viduka bully defenders this season. He hasn't managed it with Amoruso so far tonight. Look how tight he is there. Good defending.
Weghorst header that time. Larsson's quick free kick, looking for Bratback here, and Kloss came, and Vidmar just did enough then to shield Bratback.
Yeah, it was a good run from Bratback. He's stolen behind Amoruso there. Good delivery from Larsson, and Kloss once again did well.
Paul Lambert, Celtic's captain for the day in the absence of the suspended Tom Boyd. Reset. Here's Scott Marshall. These two teams between them have accounted for the last 13 Scottish Championships. Rangers with 10 of those, of course, as the whistle goes for half-time. Celtic must produce a comeback of epic proportions, and that's a shocker from Viduka. He's given it straight to Albert. Amato wants it played ahead of him. Gabriel Amato. And between them, Annoni and Stubbs sorted out that particular problem.
Yeah, it all came from a slack pass from Marco Viduka trying to switch the play, but put Alberts in. Playing with 10 men is going to be hard enough without giving the ball away as cheaply as that.
Mark Viduka took a rather long saga to bring him to Celtic. 8 goals in 9 games, though, has rewarded Dr. Joe Venglos' faith in the Australian international. The general atmosphere has calmed down considerably.
I'm surprised Rangers haven't gone to a back three, which normally Dick Advocaat would do. Celtic still playing with 2 up front, but whether to go with a 3, they would have a spare man at the back and also be able to push on another midfield player, because at the moment Celtic are just matching up in midfield.
Well, Celtic will get the throw here. Stubbs. Annoni. Alberts. And he was caught late. Weghorst. Annoni. Stabbed out by Perini. Annoni. Alberts could perhaps lead a Rangers charge here. Neil McCann helped it on. Rod Wallace is going to get to it. McCann has continued advancing. His cross cleared by Annoni. He tried to trip Amato then.
Yeah, I think we thought about it. He did well actually when the ball came in from Neil McCann there to get in front of Gabriel Amato.
Here's Wallace. Free kick. Lambert's challenge.
Yeah, his hand was up right away there. No chance of playing the ball.
Alberts. It's a bit too far out even for him to have a go from there, that's for sure. Perini. Hendry. And Maruso. It's going to carry through to Stuart Kerr. Only his 3rd start of the season. They've all come in the last 3 games. Hendry clears. Up towards Amato. And Annoni will be first to it. Helped on by Weghorst. Larsson. Larsson threads it through, looking for Viduka, and it just ran too far in front of him.
Yeah, it was well intentioned from Henrik Larsson. A fine ball threaded through there. Viduka was just a yard short of getting on the end of it. It's just beyond them. And a good pass from Henrik Larsson here. Just caught Rangers out there. Tony Vidmar trying to get back goal side of Viduka. He was never getting to it.
Stubbs won the header. Weghorst. Nice touch from Bratbat. Lots of nice from Viduka. Claudio Reyna. Lambert. He's caught it outside of his area, Stuart Kerr. And under pressure from McCann, there's another big decision for Hugh Dallas to make here, because a handball outside the area, it's only a yellow card.
Well, he wanted too long on it here, and Neil McCann closes him down quickly. He wants 2 attempts at it, and he comes up and I think he acts instinctively there. McCann does well to get to him as quickly as he did. Before Kerr knew the ball was in his hands.
And Bronckhorst is away to the right. The Celtic wall ready to break. It's Amoruso! Oh, and somehow Kerr has managed to turn it over. I'm not quite sure how on earth that looped over.
Well, it's some save. It's well drilled in there by Amoruso. Stuart Kerr reacted very, very quickly, down low to his right. And he gets lucky there, it spins up over the crossbar. And I wouldn't grudge him it after a save like that.
In comes the corner, which is well held by Kerr. He's had a busy couple of minutes. Reyna's header. Albert's offside, surely. But the referee will let Celtic get on with it. Good advantage played. Here's Reset. It might have been a good advantage. McCann, he's away here. Amato and Alberts are the men in the middle. McCann's cross, away by Anoni. It's going to come to Van Bronckhorst though, it's not going to sit down for him. He couldn't improvise. Claudio Reyna. Amato crunching challenge with Weghorst, and he's got the free kick. Alberts and Van Bronckhorst conspiring here. It's going to be Van Bronckhorst to have a go. Hendrick. Morten Weghorst encouraging Bratback to make exactly the sort of run that he has, and that's a good cross shot, which is pushed away by Koss.
Yeah, it's the first time Rangers really have been caught with the ball in behind for Bratback's pace. In behind Perini here, and he had to take it early, and that's a good effort. Bounced just in front of Stefan Klos, and the goalkeeper had no choice but to beat it away.
Can Celtic find a way back into this old firm derby? Stubbs. Oh, and here's McCann and Anoni. Enrico Anoni needed to win that duel.
Yeah, 4 blue jerseys in support of Neil McCann. Had he won it, critical challenge there from Enrico Anoni.
Amato. Referee has let Amato carry on. Van Bronckhorst. Alberts. Vidmar might yet get in, and did in fact. Bratback losing out to Perini. Claudio Reyna. Amato. Rangers are finding space. Amato. No free kick that time. Stubbs having a little discussion with Amato about it as Larsson threatens. Now Viduka. Wonderful challenge from Alberts.
Yeah, he did well there. Marco Viduka's really struggled with the pace of this game tonight. And there are signs just of tiredness creeping in here.
McCann chasing with Scott Marshall, and McCann's in here! Oh, and Stuart Kerr
It's a great reflex save with his left foot. McCann just too quick for Scott Marshall there. It's the route one ball from Amoruso in behind, and he's too persistent and just too quick for Scott Marshall, and Kerr does well with his left foot.
Away by Hendry. Weghorst muscling in on Reina. And looking for Larsson. Amoruso clears. Celtic are upping the pace in their efforts to salvage something from this game, and in their efforts to deny Rangers from clinching the championship here at Celtic Park. Donnelly. Weghorst. Donnelly. Larsson. Trying to weave a little bit of magic, Henrik Larsson. And he caught Perini then. That'll be a free kick to Rangers. Amato. Celtic denied Rangers 10 titles in a row last season, of course. I think they took it rather personally. Wallace. Tripped by Weghorst, who claims he got the ball, and he's going to be summoned now to referee Hugh Dallas. Albertz is going to have a long run up for this one. And he's gone for it. Ooh, he really wouldn't have wanted to get in the way of that. I think it was Lambert who did. Here's Amato. Going all the way through. Neil McCann. And again had a wild kick of it. An almighty scramble.
Yeah, Celtic stretched big time there in their own 6-yard box. Glorious chance for Neil McCann. As the effort comes off Lambert, spins to Amato. And he does well here to get past Annoni. Weghorst makes the challenge. Stuart Kerr can't get there.
Albertz. Albertz trying to size one up. Dragged it wide in the end, though.
Yeah, not his best. Space opened up in front of him. Alan Stubbs here tries to get across to him. And he drags it wide of the target.
Quarter of an hour to go. Johansson. Lambert lost out to Johansson. Here's McCann. Now Wallace. Albertz is the man over. Now George Albertz. No way he was going to get to that. Annoni cleared.
Yeah, Annoni did well once again. George Albertz is getting the run of that left-hand side now. It makes all the difference when you have a man over.
Rangers on course to complete a century of league victories over Celtic in this famous fixture, which goes back over 100 years. Neil McCann. McCann is through here. He's past the keeper, and Neil McCann has clinched the championship for Rangers. It's 3-0. It's the magnificent McCann.
Yeah, his pace really has destroyed Celtic at times tonight. And I think it's Scott Marshall who was caught on the wrong side of him here. But there was still a lot of work to do. The ball's played through, Scott Marshall tries to win it, caught on the wrong side. McCann's quick enough to knock it past Kerr and roll the ball into the net. Still a fair bit of work for him to do here as Stuart Kerr came out to close him down. And he handled it beautifully. Celtic just caught short here at the back. Scott Marshall gambled, tried to win it in front of Neil McCann, was caught. And McCann did well.
Delight for Dick in this title race. The race is over. Reset. Johansson. Rangers ready to enjoy themselves a little bit more, perhaps. Johansson.
Now Johansson could have played it in, chose not to. Waste a bit of time. And Neil McCann smiles, and no wonder. And he's quick enough just to knock it past Stuart Kerr. He knows he can make up the ground. What a fine match Neil McCann has had tonight.
Van Bronckhorst with this Rangers corner. McCann on a hat-trick, of course, and Kerr got a touch to that. It'll be another corner. In comes the corner. Viduka. And Henrik Larsson, well, that more or less sums up his evening. He hasn't had too many days like this, mind you.
Well, his form has just shaded in recent weeks. Signed a new contract, but his form really has dipped since then.
And Noni. He's got the throw. Celtic looking for consolation, but it'll only be scant consolation. Reset. And good work from Hendry to marshal that one.
No, I can tell you there is no consolation losing this game, mate. Absolutely none. Celtic simply have to pick themselves up tomorrow morning and look forward to the cup final.
Derek McInnes is coming on for the last few minutes. And he's going to replace George Alberts.
Thanks once again for your excellent support.
Alberts being replaced, scored a penalty. His 11th successful spot kick of the season. In between the two Neil McCann goals. And he kisses the badge. And Derek McInnes comes on to join what is becoming a mighty celebration.
A generous gesture, I think, by Declan McCann, letting Derek McInnes on for the last few moments of what is a historic occasion for Rangers tonight.
Larsson. Over the top for Viduka, away by Hendry. Oh, reset. And Rod Wallace, and reset here. Rod Wallace sensationally sent off for his retaliation. Both teams are down to 10 men. Rod Wallace can hardly believe it. Viduka. And that's going to be a free throw-in, in fact, not a free kick.
Flattering challenge from Amoruso, this. It's a smashing game for Enzo Amoruso. And he knew he was in for a physical contest against Marco Viduka tonight, and he stood up to it well.
Yellows brandished in all, and a red for Mahi and for Wallace. And Johansson won't be allowed to get away. He's called back for a foul. We're inside the last minute of normal time. And I think we can safely say this has been one of the more eventful Old Firm derbies, although they are always eventful.
Yeah, it also sets up a huge cup final on May 29 as well, after this.
And now, there's another problem here with Vidmar, and Vidal Reset's going to be sent off. It's a third red card. Reset and Vidmar down on the touchline. And another one is off. Well, I'm almost lost for words. It's the full-time whistle. Rangers are champions of Scotland. They've reclaimed the title from Celtic. And just to rub it in, their crowning moment comes on the ground of their fierce rivals. And a polished performance from Rangers. Bert van Lingen and Dick Advocaat hug each other. There were 3 red cards, and there were 3 goals for Rangers, who have completed stage 2 of a tantalising treble. Rangers' 100th league victory over Celtic has made them champions for the 48th time. Last season they missed out on the honours. It was their first trophyless campaign for 12 years. They responded by spending well over £30 million on a new team. A multinational, multi-talented, multi-million-pound side. Neil McCann, the 2-goal hero. And he was an inspiration. Last season, a Dutchman steered Celtic to the Scottish title. This season, a Dutchman has steered Rangers to the Scottish title. Scottish champions for the 10th time in 11 seasons. Their 48th title, their 97th major honour. That's more than any other club in the world.